Greetings and welcome to City Skylines Deepburg episode 70. So in the previous episode we expanded out the Toad area, so if you have a quick look, built all this roading on the outside. Now today we're going to set up some transportation links and we're going to set up some housing in this area to get things moving. But before I get started I want to point out just two little things. One, I went to upload the save file today and the save was corrupt, so we didn't have all the things we did last episode. But the autosave was there. But the autosave was about 10 minutes short of the end of the episode. So none of this side was done. And none of the vertical links were done. So I've spent some time off camera doing all the links up this side of the road. I even put this diagonal road in here because I kind of like the diagonal road piece. I've also gone and done all the watering across all of the land. So it's prepped and ready for building. And so we're now good to go. I've also tried this one, put it really close to here. So we have this piece of land here for housing. But we're not going to have any connections here because it's too short, so that works well. So there's a connection there. Those two are a bit too close, I'm thinking. But we'll analyse those as we get to it. And then there. I might need to remove that one, but... with that one there, we should probably remove that one. But we'll come to that as we get to... if we start seeing traffic build up there, we'll deal with it then. Okay, so... one thing I have noticed, so when I was doing all this, is we have this long road feeding this junction and this junction, but we don't have any way to get traffic up here without going down this road. And then I realised this piece of land here was supposed to be for this road to connect in here. So we need to connect this into here somehow. So I'm thinking we take this piece off here and make that maybe an in or outbound here, and then over here we take this piece out and do the same here for in and outbound. That's what I'm thinking. Now, unfortunately, it will mean this really nice bridge will have to go away, because as soon as we connect this up to that, it will just disappear and become a flat piece of concrete. But it is just an unfortunate side effect of having to build this sort of thing. Let's start, first of all, by removing this top piece here. And we'll remove that bit there. It gives us a bit of a playing area. You know, let's remove all of this for now. And we can re-put that in once we get ourselves in place. Now, I don't want to spend too much time focusing on this, so we're going to start, before we do that, the actual build, zoning a few pieces up here just to get traffic flowing for the other way. So give me the zoning tool, give me a high density housing, and we have these power cables in this area, so we can at least have power coming straight in. Give me some high density housing there, there, and give me some commercial just to help out with, you know, making sure people have shops to go to. On that outlet in there for now. There, really? Give me the blotching tool. There, just that small bit will do just fine. We also want to make sure we have some schooling out this way, because I haven't built any schools in this area at all. So one school on that side. No, I don't want anything blocking. Nothing goes in these middle pieces that will stop a bridge going through. We're going to have all the footbridges and everything. So a school there. It's an elementary, right? And then a high school on the other side of the road. Now we can't put that in place due to the road, but that's kind of why I wanted to make sure we have these roads sort of terminating weirdly. So then I can just remove that, pop the elementary school right there, and then we can run the road as pretty much as far as we can get it. It'll stop just short of the school itself. There we go. It doesn't mean we don't get to put houses here, but not end of the world to not have houses right there, is it? I mean, technically we could. Run that road down to there and then have it go diagonal. That's just being awkward. We could have it go to there and have that road come up to there, and then we could go into a little diagonal like that. And it's not end of the world if we did that. Actually, it wouldn't be too bad if we did that. We can fit a footbridge through there without any real issue. It creates a little anomaly and I like the look of it. Okay, let's also drop a little bit more housing down here. Oops. Yeah, to there. That'll get power to the school as well. Let's also make sure there is a small fire department just there. That'll help keep the fires at bay. A small medical clinic just there. It's a little hub for emergency services, isn't it? And a Renaissance supply building somewhere around there would actually be pretty good. There we go. That should keep this area fairly well stocked up with its supply that it'll need. And we can then zone a few things and not have to worry about them too much. Alright, so while they're zoning themselves in, let's get this bit over here built, shall we? Now, we want to be in alignment with these. We could drop it in the middle here if we wanted to. It would create a T-junction, and the idea is we can have like a point, it will create just a fork in the road. That would actually be a good way of doing it. Now, I would prefer to drop it onto a bigger road, like we did here, and do like a boulevard sort of thing. But I didn't put any boulevards down here. Also, probably not a boulevard, but it's got a main road there. We have this one, but I don't really want to drop major traffic onto this. This is supposed to be... Well, to be fair, that is supposed to be the main link. Yeah. I mean, we could run that one. It's not really a good way to run it to that road, really. So we're not going to do that. We'll link it into here, and we'll see how it disperses. If it becomes a problem, we'll probably get a high-speed road. You will need a bit to feed this as well. That's the downside to it, because it's going to be the primary feeding source to this area. And we'll have to, I don't really have any roads through here. It just doesn't make sense. All right, let's get it connected up with normal roads. And if we do need to put a bigger road in place, we can always drop the bigger road in place. I mean, we could always remove that bridge, and we do a high-speed road down here with nothing connecting to it. But that just seems weird. Although we do have the 3 gap down the middle, we'd have to remove the footbridges, but we could get away with that. Anyway, let's start building something. Actually, if we actually had that, would it take up the 3 or 4 slot? If I drop that, yeah, see, it takes up 4 slots, so I can't drop it in the middle there. So we would end up losing some housing land, and it would also be off center, which would really irritate. We can always use the tool to stop that. See, that is not a center point, but it thinks it is. We can always use the non-align tool and just have it go straight into a nice spot in there. You get off the grid, you know. Anyway, that's that part there. So for now, however, let's get started with these roads. So we're going to start off with some slip roads, and the traffic coming. This could be the inbound traffic here, and then the outbound traffic there. Yeah, that would work quite well. All right. So ideally, I want to join it into here or here, and that one has the bridge there, not the bridge there. So it doesn't really matter where you go. There are 2 crosses here. That's the best one to connect to into there. So let's try and keep you in alignment with that by just doing a little line there, just to keep it on active. And I want you to come up to here. So we're going to have to connect you up somewhere over here. It's going quite easy just to take from there, maybe. Ooh, we didn't get rid of the bridge. Nice. I thought we would get rid of these towers. We didn't. Good, 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 good. I like the towers. Okay, you are now pretty much in place where I want you to be, but I need to remove that just a tad. So I would like that to go there, and I'd like you to connect to it. Oh, it does that horrible thing when it goes into the ground too early. Oops, wrong button. Ooh, what if I just took you from there to there? That's perfect. It doesn't have that horrible thing. Yeah, thing. It doesn't have that horrible dip on the end of it. So that's that one. This is gonna be an outbound road. I'll flip it around in a moment, I assume. And then from there, we have this swing around to here. So that's good. Can you come out this way? Ooh, can I have the curvy tool for this one? Bring you around to no. Keep you elevated. I click then. Click. No. There we go. Click. Have a bit more of a curve. There we go. No, don't drop down to the ground. I want you to be up like this, but I don't want you to have too sharp a turn on you. So to about there. Come on. Over a bit more. There. How about we do this in a not obnoxious way? There. Perfect. And then into there. Not quite what I was after. Let's use a move it tool and fix that issue you just gone and created for us. There we go. That's better. Now to the other side before we complete. That's actually pretty good. All right. Get rid of the. Let's flip these around first before we. Put in you're an outbound. You should also be an outbound. There we go. And you're going to come in there as a 2-lane when we get round to you in a moment. Traffic lights be gone on there and there because I don't want traffic lights on them if we can help it. I mean up here. There are no traffic lights. Never traffic lights. Alright, so This could create a fair amount of traffic, though, couldn't it? Should we have 2 lanes coming out of there? 2 lanes wouldn't hurt anything, right? Let's go highway. 2-lane highway, 1 direction. Yes. You there and there. You there, there, and there. Okay, that will do it quite well. Let's set up a little junction check here. You are not allowed to turn left. And you are also not allowed to turn left. There we go. And that should give them an outbound. This road here is going to need a bit of an upgrade in order to get this to be what it's going to have to, what it wants to be. So let's give you an upgrade. Do we have any 4 lanes? Highway is a 3-lane. You're a 6-lane? 4-lane. Perfect. There. Alright, so 4-lane to there. We can destroy those. We can put 2 lanes coming in from different directions, so it'll be good. Where would be the best ways to bring them in? Well, this road needs to come in here somehow. And then this road here, and this road here need to come in. So, if we could give you a 2-lane road with the trees. Oh, the blue one. There we go. Okay, so let's start with this. We want you to come in there. That's a given. You would come up to there. And into there. You... You would go there. We could then remove that. I kind of want that. We remove that. That isn't actually needed. I can just continue on to there. That'd do. That would actually do what we wanted to do. It's a T-junction either side here. And there's 2 roads here already. So what we can do is to stop... I can stop traffic going in the wrong way by making these 2 one-ways. So they only feed out. That would actually work really well. Can I have a one-way road that's not this horrible industry road? It's a housing area after all. Yeah, let's do one with trees. The road type does change. There we go. Both of these will feed that road. They're one way only, so they get to feed wherever they need to feed. Perfect. Hopefully we won't see too much hassle there. What I'm going to do is remove this a little bit, and we're going to change that out so that it lines up with this, right? So you go to there. There we go. So it keeps the line going, but it also lines up and goes into that. So a T-junction there, straight into a double lane road. Perfect. With you, there's not much I can do, but what I can do is bring that up here. And bring you up there. And we could go with a 140 degrees? Seems about right. But it goes up at a road. 140 is a good angle, but I want it to stay roughly with that road if we can. With the overhead road that is. You there to there. Do that. You connecting to there. Can we do anything else here? There's not really anything else we can do here. So the best thing here is actually ease that off a little bit. By pulling that back, bring it down to there. Get rid of you, bring you down to here. And then it's a square turn, but it's better than that pointy turn we had. There we go. Alright, so that should give us a lot of potential for people to get out of the city here. Hopefully those lines are long enough. Then over here we want the inbound to be here. So we can demolish this piece, do the inbound connections, and then we'll see if this actually has to be removed as well. But I wasn't thinking about that when I did that piece there, so get rid of those for a moment while we do that. Alright, so we're going to want to... That road actually might need to be moved. We want to make sure they overlap better. Yeah, I want to come out of there and into this piece. I'd love to take it from there. Can we have the bendy road too? And can we have the one... Because this one doesn't actually have an elevated section. So I need the 2-lane highway. That would be you. One way, yes. It's actually the right one, that's all. You come out that way. Yeah, so that's the problem though. We don't want that elevated anymore. Just yet. Bulldoze that. and give me this connection here. Boop. And then down. Hold that there for a moment. So if you come from there, and you need to drop down anyway, so no. Take from there, bring you out and down. Okay, you stay elevated, but I need you to not be that elevated. Ugh. Problematic. You had to be problematic. How do we deal with that one up there? Oh right, they were miles apart, but these are going to be quite close together, aren't they? That can be an issue. Let's see. Well, let's try it this way. Take that one out. Bring it all the way to here. Then we'll spin that up to there. Well, you can stay on the ground a lot longer, so you can do that. Okay, so that means you can begin a turn and connect up there. Really? You can be awkward about that? I mean, you're literally elevated all the time anyway. And then into there. See, if we did that, we have to do some move tools just to adjust angles and stuff, but that should be okay. But you also want to take from... This is going to have to get rid of the bridge, unfortunately. We can take from here, maybe. Ugh. Yeah, we can take from here. That. Swing into there. Yeah, that'll work. We just need to do a lot of move tools adjustments right now. Alright, so let's first of all get this upgraded to a 4-lane. That way. See, 4-lane doesn't work there. Not really. Not really a working there sort of thing, is it? Because it comes in, they come in 2, then they merge to 4, and they go back down to 2s again. So, for you, it might be better to keep you into a 3-lane here. Just so they can break one off that way, and then you get to here and you one that way, one that way. No, so they need to be 2 ways. Oh, where's the 3-lane road? The 3-lane road would do pretty good there. Yeah, that would work, because then we got, you come in here, 1 turn that way, and 2 go on. So you would need to be a 3-lane highway. 3-lane highway! And that would actually do the job. Yeah, that'll do it. Because there's no point having 4 lanes here, it doesn't make any sense. And vehicles are already using it, which is great to see them actually actively using the system already. Alright, let's get rid of that for now. Let's bring up the junctions first, so we know these are going the correct way. So first of all, no. Second of all, hell no. You're fine. Here, you're fine, you're good. Okay. Those 2 are good. This one here is good now. This one here is a no. Turning for you guys. If you want to go down that road, you're coming off this one here. That's what it's there for. Alright, so that will do that. And people are already using this road, it's great to see. Alright, let's get rid of the traffic lights in places we don't want them. Boop, no traffic lights for you. Alright, now we just use the move tool just to correct some horrid angles like that. Move tool. So first thing is you really need to be a bit further out. And we'll elevate you up. It will elevate the land as well, but it elevates in a useful way. You would be better spent like that, maybe? Yeah, it's a bit sharper than I'd like it to be, but it's the only way to sort of make it not suck so bad. Okay, I think you need to just be a straight piece, and then that. Okay, I don't like the fact it goes to this land block, then back into bridges, but there's not really much I can do about that without raising the soil level. And for you, raise you up a little bit, and then raise you up a lot, and then raise you up a little bit. There we go. That will correct your angle of attack. And then we have over here you to work on. Because you decided that you want to do something utterly stupid. There we go. Now there's a hard turn there that I'd really would prefer not to have. So let's bring you to there. Move that to there. That can then be a little less. And then that goes to there. Like that. You can then be a little bit later. There we go. I mean, the road has a curve to it that I really would prefer not to have, but not much you can do about that. Cause if it was too straight, it'd just look really weird. But there we go. Alright, so we have vehicles coming in, and they're hitting this road very nicely. So they really do know where to go immediately off the bat. And we've got trucks to go. Where are you going? Oh, you're heading down to there. Right, because that's a faster road than taking that. Because you can't. Oh, because you can't get there. Oops. Alright, so how about we pull off of there a road a bit early, just here. We can pull the road straight off of there to that joint there. That'll work. Let's make it let's make it a one-way road. We'll use the one-way highway for this. And it can go straight out. Oh, we can't go straight out there because it's a highway. How about we use the actual tree line road, because it's the right one to use anyway. Boom, there you go. It's one way, so you'll come in here and you'll be able to use that. So they have a quick junction change if they want to, or they can continue down to there. Well, actually, that really helps us out because I can switch that there to a two-lane road one way as well, so they can go into that one or into that one, their choice. Then they get to here and then back to normal roads. Then I don't need to have that weird conversion. There we go. Yeah, that works out really well for us. It gets to that one-way road, that three-lane road there that we weren't needing. Watch where you guys are going. We're going to go down there, back there, because it's just the only way to get where you're going. That's fine by me though. You come down here. Boom. You come down to here. Put that line there because we can. And I would love to put that there, but there's not really a reason to do so. Yeah, there's not really a reason for that road. I could do that just to keep a little angle, but I think no. I feel we actually do what we had originally planned. Thank you, autosave. Do that. Build you out at the angle I wanted you at, which was around that to there. Then build you across. Like we get a little blob at the end, but it gives that little character to the area, doesn't it? Okay. So we're seeing vehicles already using this road and they're using that road, so that is good to see. Let's zone a few more little pieces out here and make sure we're able to sustain. You know what? Get rid of power cables that are kind of annoying. Let's reroute them around the city because, quite frankly, right now they're interfering with the build. Right, power cables. Let's pause for a second while we do the power cable redraw. So you go into there, and then over here. If you could go from there to there, that would be great. And I can then zone something over here to make that link up. More housing actually happens to be the best option. There. Let's remove that inner line there because I want to have bridges there. This school does block the bridges, but it's not a major issue for everything. It's just a big issue for a lot of stuff. But you also let's get you in there. So you are zoned appropriately. There we go. So that once the houses grow here, there'll be power to that grid. All right, but we already have power from that grid that will be maintained, so no one's going to be without power for longer than they have to be. See, I was thinking it'd make more sense to put them in there, but I'm actually thinking it's pretty good where we've done it. If we do, it might make more sense to bring them in here so they can go into this main network rather than put them on the inside here, but we'll have to see how that plays out. It does give them a way to get to there and to there quite easy from this road, so they have two big road connections they can utilise. Ooh. A lot of trucks, are these waste trucks? A lot of garbage trucks in the area. Nice to see. Alright. First houses are coming online over this end. Good. You used to have access to power now, because that is powered from the other side. It goes way over to these things, which are connected there and there. So there's access to power over that way anyway. And then they'll link up eventually. Alright, that's looking pretty good over there. There is no garbage connection over here just yet. But what I'm thinking about doing though is making this part here a big garbage dump and having this link in a bunch of these coming this way, but not linking these two roads together because they would use that as a throughput. Although I could set the road to be garbage trucks only, but that wouldn't really work because these guys do produce goods vehicles. So, yeah. But I'm thinking we just make a road from here, run a garbage line, then we have garbage in this section here. We could also do something similar with this part, have them run some garbage trucks across to here to keep the garbage away from the housing area basically, but we also need to keep the garbage flowing. But that's going to be for later. That's the next plan. Now this is up and running here, so we're going to need, the next episode is when we're going to do it. It's to zone some more houses, but also get the transportation. Now, I'll also do the transportation this episode, but building that little bit of bridge there just took a bit longer than... but it wasn't in my original plan, so I didn't plan for it. But we're going to get some trams. So the first thing we're going to do is have a big tram line running around this middle road, which we'll just do this big loop here. That's the main plan. Most of it down there. And it'll drop off passengers going in two directions. And then we'll have probably two loops. One doing this sort of section and one doing this sort of section with trams that interlink onto this middle road for the big tram going around so they can exchange. And then we'll do all the zigzaggy roads, the paths when we're ready. Yeah, that'll work fine. Transportation, next episode, more zoning, transportation, links, and if we can get time for it, the footpaths, the elevated footpaths like we have over here. Okay, that is actually starting to look pretty good. Let me know what you think of the junction here and your opinions on the method of in and out I've chosen. If you think I should have a different way, that is actually breaking one of my rules, isn't it? The rule and that one there, look. Ugh. Go away. Yeah, we have the unwritten rule is not to have any four crossroads. 3 is the maximum, no 4s. That is technically a 4. But since they're both outbound, are we allowing it? So it's 2 in and 2 out. Question for you guys is, do we allow that to exist? The alternative is we remove that piece and put a road in, say, across there. Then we remove that piece and then get that up further down here instead. Which we could easily take that across there, delete that piece, put that piece here, and we wouldn't need that bit there then. Let me know your thoughts on that. Do we let this live because it's all one-way roads, or do we murder it in its sleep and then we do things up here? Probably bad choice of words. But anyway, let me know what you think. But yeah, so it's being used, which I'm really happy to see it already being good. And these areas here are now zoned and people are moving in. Excellent. Alright, well, until next episode when we do all that, comments in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.